Еба. Да. По вухам пиздануло так, що на гонах. Да. Охуеть. Охуеть.
I'm a soldier of the National Guard of Ukraine. My call sign is Crafter. My first combat experience I got in Severodonetsk, where I became a part of a special forces group, Ghost. In number of 13 people, our unit performed various tasks there. Severodonetsk was incredibly difficult. My toughest battles were there. The artillery was working there in the hardest way I ever experienced. It was intense and constant. We was attacked every single day. They crept up regularly to scout out our points, how many of us there were. At first, they used for reconnaissance just groups of 5. Then that group retreated and we were bombarded with artillery. They tried to take us out. Then they'd come back to check up if we were still there. We held our land and we repelled every single attack. And with each attack, there were more of them. During our biggest fight, they practically threw all their forces from that direction at us. According to the information of our reconnaissance, there were around 40 people of Caucasian appearance. It may be Kadarovits. Local mobilized also was there. The last were climbing with shovels and digging at the same time. We stopped them, and after them the others did the same. It was hard even to watch them like that. Really hard. They were climbing even without a firearm. It was wild, but still. Then they entered the battle, and the battle lasted around to 5 hours, something like this. Between 3 and 5 hours, I don't remember well. We didn't lose any of ours in that battle, but again, we viewed them with drones. We counted approximately 18 of their dead. There was a situation, I remember, when we didn't have a walkie-talkie. I was standing on guard and we observed with a monocle 2 enemies. They were crawling up to us. We couldn't inform our guys about that. I had to run to let them know. Under the shelling, I ran to ours, showed the situation, gave the command. The guys immediately gathered, took their positions, and the battle began.
Они сейчас туда заходят. Крафтер, беги к своим быстро, блядь.
The most interesting thing happened on the next day when our commander Skiff and the machine gunner left for the command post. After many battles, there was a needed fighting spirit. It was hard. And we knew already the enemies were coming to us. There were about 30 invaders. And we had no commander with us, no machine gunner, and somehow it was just a day before a very intense fight. I remember it was so bad. I thought, damn, how is it going down like this again now? We didn't have a commander. Somehow we just didn't have enough moral spirit. I remember the moment when he came around the corner and my eyes just filled with some kind of joy, happiness. I see the commander coming, my spirits immediately lift, the machine gunner Rojok returns. I understand that, well, this time we'll definitely repel them. I remember that moment when he started yelling, "We'll shave them!" We shouted at them, we heard them. How they shouted Allahu Akbar at their nonsense, and we started shouting back at them even louder, "We're gonna shave you!" Well, I remember how they quieted down at that moment, because they probably didn't expect that to happen. They were probably used to the fact that when they yelled, everyone ran away. But this time it didn't happen.
Можна хуярить цих йобаних підарів, які прийшли на цю землю до нас, блядь. Що вони там хотіли, блядь? Більше не повинно бути Буш, блядь. Ірпіня, Гостомеля. Ми їх будемо брити, нахуй.
Не хватает тільки очереди в потолок. Патрони надо беречь. Ебать, мене сейчас коси дебом ставить. Так, привет, смотри. А я детка. Покажи наш кіл командиру.
Від сезону?
Так, щоб ці підараси почули, блядь, треба.
Just before we were given a command to went out from Severodonetsk, the Russian forces fired very hard at us. It was difficult to stand there because everything was destroyed. All bridges were destroyed. There was simply nowhere to stand. We still stood until we had the order. We just don't even have anything for hide.
Блядь, біля мене за 10 метрів БК їбануло, не знімав. Що ви це, блядь? Пацани, всі, хто приймав участь в бою, ви красавчики, ви лучші!
Лучшая робота в мире!
Да ну на!
We started the task to defend Kurdyumivka on the first day of the month. After 2 free days, we have already adopted fighting positions. We were immediately mired in real warfare. One time there was a situation where they had about 40 men in the assault, but they were totally green, new soldiers who did everything without understanding the war. They had new ammo, new equipment, brand new machine guns in their hands, and they were to attack our positions. Our machine gunners started gunning them down. I don't know how many he put down at once. They just kept moving. They didn't even check their sectors. We could see from our position they blindly moved forward. Somehow we just opened fire, laying many of them down. When we were changing our positions, they lay as many as 70 bodies. We collected recoilless guns, machine guns, assault rifles from there, completely new and untouched, which hadn't fired a single time. Once they tried to outflank us, they attacked from the left and right. We held our positions and fought back afterwards. After a few intense moments of shooting, we stopped and figured that they had retreated. They retreated, but they had a huge advantage in terms of numbers. When they get really close, our snipers start walking, shooting them from sides they do not expect anyone to be. They think they are clever and will outflank us, but no way. We also think ahead, and each person knows their job, everyone knows what to do, and everyone is in his place. I'll just say the advantage in numbers is nothing when they can't take or retake a position with 40-50 men, when there's only about 10 of us there. Well, there's not even much to talk about. All their plans are falling apart, and they will never have the victory. They don't even have the will to win. They have nothing. My motivation is quite banal. It is protection of the family, the protection of loved ones, and in general, well, it's not great when some strangers break in and take away something of yours. Each of us stands for the integrity of the state, and we're all patriots, and it's unacceptable for us that at least some piece of land of ours comes into the hands of, I don't know, vandals. Our motivation is to protect our relatives and people close to us.